everyone, welcome back to another episode of If You Know, You Know, and if you don't know,
then I think you know soon lah. Good now that you don't know. Just
that's true.
don't know for a bit longer.
I would say innocence is bliss for now. Okay, so today's question, we're just gonna go straight into it. It's another level 1 question, and it says, as a child, what do you think I wanted to be?
As a child, what do you think I wanted? What? I don't know. I have a friend who wanted to be a waitress.
Oh my god. Wait, like her childhood ambition was to be a waitress. Why?
I don't know. I think she thought it was cool.
Being a waitress is kind of cool though. Not gonna lie.
She thought it was cool to, I don't know. I don't
to
know.
serve people and to wash plates.
I think so.
Oh wow, interesting. Okay. Okay, what did you want to be? Okay, we just answer our own.
I wanted to be a nurse. Because I was not sick often, but when I would go to KHH, right, the nurses there were so nice and warm, and it made me feel like immediately at home in a hospital.
Ironically, but oh my god, that is very, very, very nice.
Yeah, and I wanted to be able to do the same. So I think from the age of 6, 7, it was, I always wanted to, from then it started that next
passion.
time I think I want to be able to make people feel as warm as they have. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
You?
I actually wanted to be a forensic pathologist.
What? Forensic pathologist.
Forensic pathologist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think some people might not know, but it's basically, that occupation basically consists of you being in a lab and like dusting off like fingerprints off of evidence like on crime scenes, or like putting stuff into the microscope and like testing it and things like that, to like figure out like crimes and like to figure out like who does what crimes and basically like crack mysteries lah. And the reason why I wanted to become that was because I watched too much like Criminal Minds or like documentaries or like CSI.
When you were so young,
Yeah, when I was like in primary school, like primary 1, primary 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to love it. Like I would come home from school every day excited to watch it.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
I love it. I loved it a lot. But in the end, like I did the worst in science. Like science was the only subject I got a C for in PSLE. Yeah. I got everything like A except for like my science score. So I knew from the start that like I didn't actually have a passion for science. But ironically, that's the only thing you need to be a forensic pathologist. Which is so stupid now that I think about it because I'm so dumb.
I feel like our lives have turned out very, very different.
Drastically different.
Yeah. But look where we are now.
Yeah, and
Right.
on this episode of adulting, we are gonna talk about adulting and
The pains.
The pains
of
indeed.
adulting.
the pains indeed. So what defines is it what defines adulting, or like when do we define adulting? How do you phrase the question?
As in the stage at which we start adulting,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I think it's okay. To me, it's for most people, it would be in uni,
Yeah.
where you are taking your first few steps to independence already,
Yes.
right? So
Getting a job, part-time.
correct. So other than that, right, you are taking a subject which, for most people, half the people, I would say, that it's a subject you're interested in and you're looking to pursue it as a career.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So you're kind of setting your path a little bit there. Again, not necessarily, but by taking the course you are taking.
The stereotypical response after
Yeah,
will be to
is
stick
to-
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the first step of adulting lah, to me. We are getting more responsibility also.
Yes. Okay.
No one's gonna chase you for your homework. No one's gonna
That's true.
be like, do this or else.
It's very OT, and you need a lot of discipline. You need a lot of like motivation, like self-motivation to focus on your work also, which is tough, I would say. And also like the ability to Reen's very tired talking about this.
Yeah. I can't. Every time I think about it, I'm like,
Same
one thing.
Same. I really no thoughts here empty, but yeah, like you also need the motivation and the focus to like juggle between work and school if you do, because that was what I did, and it was so tiring. I have no idea how I survived it.
When you were in uni, you also did part-time work?
Yeah, I worked in the current job that I'm in, but I was not a full-timer. I did like 3 to 4 days a week that I would go into the office. Yeah.
Okay, so how did your uni work then? Because was yours part-time or
no, uni
full-time?
was full-time. But the thing is, because everything was online, so I didn't have to step into school once.
Okay.
Yeah, so how it works was in the mornings when I would go into work, and then I would attend my lectures in the office.
Okay.
And then once lectures end, I would do my like office work all the way until like office hours were over, and then I would usually spend my time in the office doing my assignments, and then I would go home like really late, and then I would wake up the next morning and it would start again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had no idea how I survived that, because I don't even remember what happened, but yeah, we used to, like, my supervisor and I used to stay back in the office like really frequently together, and we used to work late at night together, but I don't remember ever feeling like the exhaustion that I feel now. Yeah, because I wiped it all out of my head, but I know I was tired then, but I don't remember how I could survive that and not be able to survive like working every day.
Is it a routine? Like, is it the routine thing that has settled in and you're like,
I'm not sure. I would not like to think so, because I do enjoy my work and I enjoy my job, but I have the same job as I did like a year ago. So why do I feel different this time? I'm not sure. But
maybe it's the stress.
Yeah, maybe it's the stress of like getting used to adulting and getting hit by the reality of everything happening around me.
Yeah. If you think about it, you're never gonna... Okay, every time I think about this, right, I get very, very, not jaded, just I don't want to grow up. Every time this thought that comes to mind is, I'm never gonna have, after I finish uni, I'm never gonna have a holiday unless I quit my job and I don't have an income.
Yes. Precisely, that's me right now.
Yeah. So that thought to me is very scary. Like, I'm just gonna have 1-2 days of leave.
And the weekends. That's all
maybe
you live
not.
For. Okay, that's very true.
Yeah.
But in a typical job, the weekends are like all you look forward to.
Yeah.
All week. You work for like 5 days to the bone, only to get that 2 days worth of rest.
I hope I love my job.
Yeah, I hope you love your job too. Otherwise, it will definitely it will definitely bring more harm than good to your mental health and physical health as well.
Yeah. This episode, you're probably just gonna hear us
whining a lot. But okay, like, I have only been working full time for about 6 months, 5 to 6 months, because I graduated from uni in June. So I started working in August. That's about 4 to 5 months, I think. And I already like am bored of the routine. Yeah, I personally feel quite bored of having to go to work every day and having to do the same thing.
Is it because you feel like maybe at this stage, is it because you feel like maybe you want some growth in what you are, like you're not learning anything new from your job? Maybe I am. Yeah, I think it's just, it feels very mundane. Yeah, but also because in periods of, like, I get bouts of like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm working and I have my own income and I'm independent, and I have other bouts of like, I wish I was not working, I wish I was still schooling, because like I want to be with my friends, I want to hang out with my friends. And I think this period of time, especially like the uni winter break, is when a lot of my friends get free time, but I don't have it because I'm working and they're not. Yeah, so it makes me feel a bit not
FOMO.
Me going to be like, hey, are you free for lunch today?
Yeah. Like, Rain always meets me during lunchtime, and she always has to come down to meet me during lunch, because like I am working for the whole day and I cannot meet her like late at night because I end work late and she has to be home early. So there is no compromise other than like meeting her in the day, which is exactly what I mean. Like, sometimes it's just such a pain. And I noticed, I remembered something that you said, that you don't even have time to
shop anymore.
Yeah, I don't. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love shopping and I don't mind shopping online, but it is a whole ass like therapeutic session to walk in a shopping mall and like pick out stuff that you like and be able to touch fabric and try on in the changing room and whatever and take like nice mirror selfies. But I don't get to do that anymore.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I'm still in the uni stage.
Also, I don't dress up anymore. Yeah, like I very rarely dress up because I wear the same like color scheme to work like every day, or just like crop top and a pair of pants. I don't really dress up anymore, or like it makes me lose motivation to dress up.
I can't understand, because I mean, we both had that intern period, right? Where even though it was just 6 months, you kind of get into the
6 months is a long time.
yeah, but you kind of get an insight into how it is like to work.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I do suggest that everyone try an internship at least once.
Yes, very, very true. Yeah. It tests your endurance also. For the future. It builds stamina. And it also builds your CV, so why not? Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, like, you know that you have to, like, getting the right job and settling down in a right career path, like, it really helps with the whole adulting process, because there are a lot of other aspects to adulting that even I don't know, because I'm a newbie.
I would know even less.
Yeah, like,
Okay, that scares me.
yeah, precisely. And I do wish that like we learned a little bit about all this in school.
Yeah.
Or like we had prep for it, like in secondary school, or like even in poly, other than internships, like that we had more to take away from, what did we used to call it, like education and career guidance.
Oh, ECG.
Yeah, ECG in poly. Yeah, but I didn't take away anything from it, unfortunately, because everything that they taught us, it was kind of like
more to do
knowledge.
with school, I feel.
Yeah.
It's more to do with school, a little bit of your career path, like how you would map it out, I guess. But not so much with life.
Yes.
And
which is what we all need.
Yeah, like the life part is scary to find out about yourself.
It's so difficult. And it is really very scary. And I guess schools couldn't really help us like deal with life. It's more of like warn us like, hey, this is the kind of problem you might face in the workplace, in the workforce, especially in the career that you're about to go in. Like, this is how you would deal with problems, etc. But they didn't really tell us much of that, unless you had like a personal conversation with a lecturer or like with a teacher.
Yeah, like not to scare anyone out there, right? But think about it this way.
Yes.
Once you are done with school, and if you're not planning to further your studies, you're pretty much out on your own. Your life is your own to take charge of. No one's gonna tell you what to do with it.
Yes.
No one is going to hold your hand and tell you, okay, it's time to go to work, it's time to nap, it's time to go and sleep, or like it's time to find a new job. Your life is your own. If you fuck it up, that's on you.
Precisely. When you make mistakes, there's no one around you to blame anymore. Everything is just, it's your responsibility lah. I mean, as it should have been from the start.
Correct.
But now it is really like you are being thrown into the world out there, and you have to deal with circumstances and situations on your own. It is relatively scary when you think about it.
You put into that perspective.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, I mean, we're talking about so many cons, right? On the bright side, you get independence.
Yes, of course. Which is a great thing.
Yeah.
A great
like
progress.
John, he moved out.
Yeah.
You have your own income. You're able to
buy your own shit.
Yeah, live your own life.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, having your own money to spend is definitely something that's super rewarding. Yeah. And in turn, like, it makes you more watchful of the things that you spend and like spend on as well.
Yeah. Like, you're not so frivolous with your money.
More stringent and more strict on yourself also.
Correct.
Yeah, which is, I guess, a very big pro if you think about it.
It's like growing up. Yeah, pretty much forced to grow up.
Forced to is the right word. I remember like when I first started working, my sister had to sit me down and like she sent me this whole like Excel sheet of like how I should save and plan about my savings
Oh my
in the
God.
future. Yeah. I mean, she was super nice about it. Like, she was super helpful. She really had to sit me down and we talked about it for a whole hour at midnight or something, or like 1 a.m. in the morning. And she was like, okay, you know, like every month you have to like do this and you have to save this, because like in a year's time you're going to have to pay your taxes. And I'm like, what's that? I don't know what is that, and like why are they taking out more of my salary than what I want them to take out from me? And like, I'm really drowning.
Need money.
Yeah, I do need money and I'm already drowning. Like, why are you still like doing this to me, right? And I had no idea what is like taxes. I didn't know like how does gyro work. I didn't know much about insurance or like how I should cover and like protect myself, and like what plans I should buy. And then that just led to like a whole new world of like financial independence and financial, like the importance of saving, which I never had the habit of doing, because all I did was spend my money. Regrettably, I must say that do not do that, because you're going to suffer tremendously in your adulthood life. But it was a whole experience lah, like having to plan out the Excel by myself, because like my sister doesn't, like, she's not one to spoon feed me. She just tells me like what I should do, and then she leads me to it. Okay. So I did that. Like I sat down, I took out the Excel and I planned it. I wrote down all the amounts and like the numbers, and I had to like tally it. At the end of the day, like, it was successful in terms of I did manage to keep to it for a certain period of time, until like other situations fell into place and I had to spend more money. But okay, that's besides the point. The point is that you have to tap onto people that you know to get help and advice, like financial or like physical or emotional help, because I think adulting also takes up a lot of your emotional well-being. Like, the stress and the, how do I say, it's very emotionally taxing also.
Yeah, I think it's that feeling of, okay, you can look at it two ways. Either that it is empowering because your life is your own, or it's scary because your life is your own.
Yes.
So you can choose the ways that you want to look at it. And it doesn't hurt to switch back and forth, because sometimes fear is a good motivation, right?
Yes, definitely. Like, I do enjoy like adulting sometimes, because like I said, like we both said, the independence is a very big part of adulting, and having to make your own decisions can also be a good thing, because you don't always want other people to make decisions for you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but when you look more at the pros than the cons, sometimes it gives you an even further motivation and boost to want to work harder. Yeah, I feel lah. Yeah.
One of the things about adulting, right, that I feel like I'm gonna experience it soon, because I'm going to be overseas.
Yes.
Studying. So one of the things is having to grow up and take care of yourself. Like, your house is not gonna clean itself.
Yes, your toilet is not gonna wash itself. Your socks are not going to clean themselves also.
Yeah, exactly.
The socks, oh my god, the socks. I cannot.
So you and socks,
I don't know, but like, yeah. So it is draining, I would say. That's where the physical drain comes in.
Correct, like the thoughts of all that, it's not something that occurs to you when you're a child. Like, your meals are there and prepared.
True.
As an adult living alone.
You have to settle them yourself. 24/7 also.
And you have to make sure that you drink enough water, take care of yourself. And it feels like things that come very naturally, but sometimes I feel like we forget and we neglect to do all these things that were once done by someone else.
Yes. Like, we were once spoon-fed, but now everything has to be taken care of by you, exactly. Yeah. And
it's important. It's an important process, learning process, I feel.
Definitely. Then again, I do wish that schools had taught us more of that, so that we don't have to figure everything out ourselves later on in life. Yeah, I'm never gonna stop stressing about it, because I feel like we should learn about taxes and insurance and the importance of saving in school more. Like, it should be stressed upon more, especially for like people who spend so much money on nothing but clothes and accessories, but like me and many of my other friends, and maybe I assume you watching this video right now, Like all my other tabs are
for all
open.
you know, right?
Yes.
For all you know, they are just listening to this in the background.
Oh
They're
my
like
god, yeah,
shopping.
they're shopping online because that's what I do all the time. Like my 3,000 other tabs are just like ASOS
3,000.
and like I don't know what else, like Editor's Market or something, some other like blog shop or I don't know what. I don't know what I spend half my money on, but
But you do.
yeah, I just can't help myself. Like yes, I save. I guess I save. I guess most of the time I do save, but like once I get my pay in, like I finally am like, okay, I can finally spend money on this and on that.
It feels like a breather. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't want to be that kind of person that lives paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Course.
which is why like side hustles are also important in adulting,
Mm.
especially if you're in a job that you don't really enjoy as much, but you're there more of like monetary benefit. Then I think starting a side hustle that you are passionate about like gets you the money and makes you happy at the same time, which makes adulting like a little bit easier to get through. Yeah, like for me, like my side hustle will be spin, because like being a spin instructor, because I enjoy spin, and that can like get me a little bit more money, and at the same time I'm also like exercising, enjoying my time. Like it's therapeutic, it's my coping mechanism. Yeah. I mean, it makes me sound like a total white girl lah, but I'm being serious when I say it's my coping mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah, but be careful about taking on too much lah.
That's true. Too
Yeah.
many commitments might
Yeah.
just blow
Break
it
you.
backwards. Yeah.
I think like on that note, just I know it sounds stressful when okay lah, we have been making it sound like a
yeah, it sounds like a horrible thing, but actually it's not that bad lah.
yeah, and don't be too stressed out over it. If you look around, right, and you feel like, oh my god, people around me know what they're doing. No, they don't.
Nobody actually knows what they're doing.
No, not even your parents, I'm sure. Just try to take it day by day, and if anyone has a long-term plan, good for you. You know.
But then again, short-term plans are fine because you never know what is bound to happen in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't be too stressed out over it. Talk to anyone. Talk to someone.
Yeah.
Sorry. Talk to someone if you ever feel like things are getting a little bit out of hand.
Definitely.
And yeah, just try and remember, not everyone knows exactly what they're doing, and that's okay.
I don't think anybody really knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, which is cool. We're all in that journey of discovering the unknown together.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat. We just don't really want to admit it to each other.
Okay, and
on that note,
yes, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.